Yo, what's happening guys, and welcome back to a brand new Warzone video. In today's video guys, we're going to be doing a class setup with the Grau 556. Now, almost anybody would agree that the Grau 556 is probably the best assault rifle, if not the overall best weapon in Warzone. The reason this weapon performs so well is not only does it have low recoil, high damage, high fire rate, but it's really good at range as well, and with the Archangel barrel, which is probably the most popular one, it's really easy to stay on target with this weapon, and that's why it's probably the most popular weapon in Warzone. Now guys, I've got two questions for you in today's video. Now number one, do you guys think the Grau needs to be nerfed? Do you think it's a little bit too overpowered, a little bit too easy to use, or maybe you're happy enough with it? And number two, would you guys rather see weapons getting nerfed, or do you guys think that the other weapons need to be buffed and brought up to that level? Let me know what you guys think. I think the only way you could really bring all our weapons up to that level is reducing the recoil on so many weapons like the M4, the Ram 7. It would take a lot of work to actually buff everything up to the level of the Grau, so maybe they will nerf it. I've got a feeling they will. I'm not the type of player who calls for everything to get nerfed. The only thing I personally want nerfed in Warzone right now is the RPG spam, dude. It's kind of crazy, man. Like, the RPG is just kind of disgusting in my opinion. Apart from that, man, I don't care if it gets nerfed or not, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Anyway guys, hopping into the gameplay, these are not my highest kill games ever, but we got some solo wins, man. I was playing over the weekend. You guys might notice over the weekend, it is usually quite sweaty in Warzone, so yeah, I was kind of proud of winning these games. Like, it wasn't the easiest win, it wasn't 20 bots that I killed in the lobby. I got a pretty high kill solo win against good players, and that's always a good feeling, man. So everybody smash a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are brand new. So while I was editing this video, I realized that I was talking about Black Lives Matter in the second part of the gameplay. I just want to say everybody who's fighting for what's right and doing their best to make Black Lives Matter, I'm really proud of you guys, man. Keep it up. I truly believe you guys can make a difference in the world, so let's keep it up, guys. If you want to know my opinions about racism and all that kind of stuff, it's in the second part of the gameplay, so give it a listen, man. Somebody in my Twitch chat wanted to know my opinion about racism and Black Lives Matter, so that's kind of what we were talking about in the second part of the gameplay. So yeah, give it a listen if you guys are interested to know what I think. And apart from that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys would like to watch me live, I'm streaming right now on Twitch. Link in the description down below, guys. Come say what's up to us. Come hang out, come check out the gameplay live, and I'll see you guys there after the video. I'll show you guys my best Grau class setup at the end. I think this is the ultimate setup for Warzone, so definitely check it out. Enjoy the video, but most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the gameplay. Here. I kind of want to, like, go hunt the other guy low-key, but this guy will just watch me do it. Alright, where was this guy you were shooting at? Hey. Hey, let's go. GG, guys. Hey, GG's in the chat, guys. Let's go. That was a nice little sweaty win. Man, that was a hard game, but I'm glad I won it. What do I think about the whole George Floyd thing? I think it's awful that it happened, but the positive is, you know, since that happened, there's been so much positivity in the world of people, you know, trying to get justice, basically, and try to fight for equality. So even though it was a horrible thing that happened, and it happens way too often, it's great to see that everybody's finally fighting it. I'm hoping it can really make a change in the world, because everybody is really on their shit about it right now, and they're like, you know, we're making a change right now. You know, these people are actually getting served justice, like these crooked police officers and shit who are doing stuff they shouldn't be doing are actually getting brought to justice because of it, so hopefully it changes everything for the better. Can I really be bothered going? I really just can't be bothered, man. You stay up there, bro. You're good. Have fun. I hope you're having a great Friday. It's Friday evening. I hope you're enjoying your Friday. Ooh, get wrecked. But yeah, I don't know. Twitter's been crazy lately, and like, just the amount of shit I've seen lately, it's been fucking insane. It's really sickening. Like, every time I see one of those videos of police brutality, it's completely fucking sickening. And, you know, from what I know, like, I don't live in America, so I don't really know. But from what I know, it happens, police brutality happens to black people more. And there are some racist cunts out there. So like that needs to stop. Like it has went on for too long. Like 100% that's went on for too long. So I don't know, man. I hope people like stick to their guns with it. Don't just like let it be a phase or anything. I don't know, man. Like it makes me happy to see that people are really standing up for what's wrong in the world. Like I haven't really talked about it much because I honestly just don't know what to say. Like I see everything that's happening and I'm fucking proud of the people who are really standing up for what they deserve and what's right. And then at the other side of it as well, you see like the ignorant people too. For me, like, I'm happy to see it, and like again, I'll say it again, like this has went on for way too long, like the whole racism shit. Like I've just never understood how you could be racist. I just don't understand how you could be racist. Like it's just, to me, it's just low intelligence. Like literally, I think that's just like low intelligence. If you're racist, you're not intelligent whatsoever. That's just what I've always thought. Like how can you actually be racist? Like what is wrong with you? Find some. Like, the way I've always thought about it, right? Like, find something wrong with somebody and call them out on that shit. Like, if you don't want to like somebody, like, dislike them for something that they've done. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I've always thought. People who just dislike people for no reason, or just look for a reason to dislike people, or look for, like, some kind of, you know, reason to hate something for the sake of hating something. I just can't get it. Like, the only experience I've ever had with it, really, and it is a lot different. So don't, you know, consider me ignorant for making any kind of comparison because it is completely different. But like we've had a similar thing in Ireland with Protestants and Catholics. This is why I probably think this. Like people will just try to find something to hate somebody for, and it's not everybody, but it's just like a particular type of person will look for something to hate people for. And then at the same time, like some people are just taught this way. I've literally fought with Catholics, or Catholics have literally chased me out of a place. Like me and my mates when we were younger. Probably the worst thing that ever happened to me, like with the whole Protestant Catholic thing, is me and my mates, it was boxing night. There used to be this nightclub we used to go to, and we took a bus from my city, and it used to let us in, even though we were like 17. It used to let us in, and it was boxing night, and we went there and came back, and we went up the wrong end of town. We went to this like kebab shop or whatever, got our food, came outside. Like that was the Catholic end of town, and there was about 20 or 30 people at the shop, because it was the only place open. And as soon as we came out, obviously like me and one of my mates was with me, one of us got recognized for being a Protestant and literally got through to the ground as soon as we came out. Like literally we came walking out, I had like 2 cans of Budweiser in my back pocket, coming out with a big feed, so was he. And literally as soon as we walked out, 2 guys grabbed me and 2 guys grabbed him and shoved us to the ground. And I can't remember what they said, like, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna make up something. It was probably like something along the lines of, you know, what the fuck are you doing here? So we got chased, like literally, I think about 10 guys chased both of us. And we got the fucking shit kicked out of us. Literally just because we're born a Protestant. You know, so I do sort of understand, like, it is completely different, but I do sort of understand how it feels. We got fucked, like, we literally got fucked. There was 10 of them on 2 of us. Like, my mate was literally on the ground, getting his head kicked by like 3 or 4 fellas. And I was getting held up against the fence by 2 fellas, well, like 2 of them were punching the fucking shit out of me. Like, no, it's alright. Like, that's literally just what happens. Like, that's just what happens. So I understand sort of what it's like. So to me, like, I just never understood, like, how could you be that ignorant? Like, for me, I've always been friends with Catholics and Protestants. I think it's because that's the way I was raised. So I think, like, that's one of the main things that should be looked at. And that's why it's like that in Northern Ireland. You know, people are literally just brought up. There's so much propaganda. Like in Protestant areas, you've got Union Jacks and like, you know, lots of UVF stuff. UVF's the Ulster Volunteer Force. They basically like hate the IRA, just so you guys can sort of understand what it means. And the IRA, you probably have heard of that. Those places are so painted up like that, where it's just like, if you're born in a certain area, you're just brought up to believe that Catholics are bad or Protestants are bad. So yeah, I do think a big part of it is teaching. And like, you know, some of these areas are so far gone with propaganda and with people who have had bad experiences that they basically just teach their children that way. Or the children hear the stories and like they see what's around them and they come to that conclusion as well. So I think for racism, like that's probably the biggest thing. Long term, that's the biggest thing. But that's like a really difficult thing to breed out of somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you stop that? How do you actually stop that? I think it's just one of those things where it probably is just going to take time. I think the BLM thing that's going on right now, like for the short term, it's going to make a big difference short term. And hopefully the difference that it makes short term will have a long term difference where like people are getting taught things better. I think that's like what you can really hope for. Because in the short term, racist people are still going to be racist, man, and that's it. But you can teach people not to be, and you can like teach people that there's consequences for it as well. Ban all religion, you can't really do that as well. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you know, with the whole Catholic Protestant thing, some people genuinely do believe like everything that's in the Bible and stuff like that, and like they go to church and are really good people who are Catholics and Protestants, and like that is their religion. But then other people just treat it as like a gang, basically. For lack of a better term, they treat it like a gang. But yeah, that to me, like, that's the thing that I just can't really wrap my head around. Because if it's like that in Ireland, which is a million times smaller than America, I'm sure it's like that in America as well, in some places. So, see, that's what I mean. Like, that's what I hope with the Black Lives Matter thing. Black Lives Matters. I hope it has more of a long-lasting effect than just, like, a trendy thing that's going on right now. I hope it actually has, you know, something that's actually going to teach people. That's the only way it's going to work. That's my opinion. Like, I haven't said much about it. I've been sort of staying quiet about it because I've got my opinion, and that's what it is. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. But yeah, I just hope it's not just a short-term thing. I think how you've been brought up plays a big part, but if you have a racist ideology, it's not best to become a cop. Right, but that's not necessarily something they would look into, though, is it? You know what I mean? Like, I read this thing. Apparently it takes, like, 800 hours or 700 hours of training to become a cop, and 1,500 hours to become a hairdresser. So I don't know. That to me says something. I don't know why I just kept running at me, like. Looting is not protesting. No, it's not. Like, one thing I will say is, if you're, like, you know, using Black Lives Matter to destroy people's shit, like stuff that people have worked their whole life for, if you're using that to wreck their shit and fucking loot and all this kind of shit, you're not helping. And like, it's just not, that's not acceptable. Like, as far as I'm concerned, that's not. Like, I've seen people say like, oh, but you know, property can be replaced but lives can't, and that is true. But the thing, as far as I'm concerned, you don't need to destroy properties to do what you're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't need to loot shit. You don't need to destroy shit. Like, what's that gonna do? See, what I talked about in Ireland, you know, like the worst that you'll ever come across for most of the time, like 99% of the time, is a knife. And like, that is, if you're like really dealing with some shitters, like, you might come across a knife. Or like somebody will try to hit you with a bottle. Like, I've had people try to fucking hit me with a bottle and shit. Where? Where are these weenies, bro? Thanks for sharing your opinion and thoughts. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, I haven't really talked about it too much because I don't want to, like, potentially give a bad take on it, or, like, I don't want to talk about what I don't know. Because, like I said, I don't know what it's like. But that's my understanding anyway. Nice. I'll see you, buddy. You trying to slip on out of here, are you? Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, are you trying to slip on out of here? You do realize that is my car, don't you? This guy was really trying to slip on out in my car. Where'd that car go? Alright, so he's heading up that house. And there's a guy in that warehouse, I guess? He's probably trying to fight him. Okay, other guy's still over there. He really tried that crouch spam shit. Oh my god. Imagine what he was thinking when he was just sitting in this little corner and he's seeing the car come through. I wonder is he in the roof? What? He just disappeared. Yeah, you got your ghost, did you, buddy? Is that what happened? You got ghost? Yeah, I'm just better. Oh my goodness. Nice. I heard a glass break, I think, closer though. Nice. Use my car against him there. Yes, let's go. Yo, let's go, chat. Man, I did not realize I was the last two. Yes, let's go, guys. Alright guys, thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you guys did, please comment down below. Grau, G-R-A-W, as you guys can see from the class setup here. The attachments I'm running, as usual, is Monolithic Suppressor, the Tempest 26.4. Now, I'm going to show you guys maybe an alternate setup at the end, but this is definitely best for recoil and long-range shooting and everything like that. This weapon's got the XRK Void 2, which will ruin your recoil control and aiming stability. I'd rather not do that. And for some reason, like the tac laser, it works really well. It's actually the best attachment in Warzone for giving you faster aim down sight speed. It has more of effect than the stippled grip or any of the other stocks or anything like that. So if you guys are really trying to up your aim down sight speed, this is the best attachment for doing so, tac laser guys. Commando grip, which affects movement speed but not aim down sight speed, and recoil stabilization, which straightens out the recoil pattern, makes it really easy to pull down and keep your recoil controllable. And 60 round magazine guys, which obviously, you know, for Warzone, there's not much of a difference. I think it's like half a frame difference in aim down sight speed for these two. It doesn't make a huge difference, so go ahead and put on the 60. But if you guys want to prioritize aim down sight speed a little bit more, go for 50 round mag, go for the 20.8 Nexus, and this setup right here will make a noticeable difference to your aim down sight speed if you want to make it a little bit quicker, if you don't want it to be so slow. This is a bit more of a rushing class setup for the Gras, but personally, I always go for the Archangel, and I'd rather go for the 60 round magazine guys. But that's the class setup, man. Let me know if you guys think it's going to get nerfed. Type in Gras if you made it to the end. And thanks everybody for watching, man. The support has been insane on the videos recently. Sorry I haven't uploaded for the last couple of days. I've just had a terrible sleep schedule. I couldn't really be bothered uploading, to be honest with you. I've been grinding out some gameplay for the Gras, and hopefully you guys did enjoy that. I'm streaming on Twitch right now. If you guys want to come say what's up to me right now or ask any questions, or check out the next video live on Twitch, link in the description down below. I think we're only a few follows off 3,100 on Twitch. So if you guys have never checked it out, come check it out. Drop a follow. I'm live there every single day. So if you guys are bored, if you guys have nothing to do, it's quarantine, come say what's up. And yeah, if not, I'll catch you guys in the video tomorrow. Thanks everybody. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, this has been King Plays. Good luck and peace out.